everyone. We're coming to you live on two.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. A three from Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Jackson. Now here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Stolen by Zubac. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Prince. And the rejection by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Now here's Towns. There's the three. Morris with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fires the three. Rebound, Minnesota. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And here's Edwards after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Kicks it out to Prince. No good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Leonard finds George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Leonard inside, guarded by Prince, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
That's an athletic play coming from Kawhi, just pushing his way past the defender and getting to his shot.
Outside, Towns. From deep three-point range. Stolen by George. On the wing, Jackson. Edwards defending. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
It's George on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Prince with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-2 run here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Jackson after Taurean Prince's bucket. Jackson kicks to George. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got 5.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And here's Leonard from 3. Zubac kicks to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. George.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
And here's Edwards. He could go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Clippers?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Oh, Morris in position.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Got that one up quick. Morris has got 5.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Edwards passes to Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Great open look there. 5 points in the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And the pass to Leonard. Edwards against George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Jackson passes to George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 9 points for George.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out a pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
Gobert, and that's good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Jackson misses. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Towns, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Good on the second free throw. Jackson with it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. On the wing, George.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Over Edwards. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's sent back by George. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Russell against Jackson. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Passes it to Zubac. From deep, George doesn't get it to drop for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's Russell with the drive. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he's big enough, and I think he's strong enough to take that kind of contact and make it an and one. Russell with a nice play.
1:07 left now here in the second. George looking around. Let's go. And they recover it. Zubac kicks to George. Leonard, that's for two. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's George on the wing. Edwards defending. Leonard, that's for two. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Up top, Leonard over Prince. And it's Leonard with a sensational play. Leonard's got 7.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 19.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Gobert finds Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Here's Russell with the 3.
Great work from Reggie. The coaching staff really loves it when he hustles like that on defense.
And a deep 3 from George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Timberwolves trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
George against Edwards. Off target with his three. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Prince. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the lane. Leonard's got 9.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Here's Russell. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Left side, George. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson against Russell.
2 minutes.
Morris outside. Got a piece of it. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Shoots over Towns. Morris, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Prince, the pass to Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Second chance shot. Gobert. Good. Nice job down low. He's got 10.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now Leonard. He's got 9. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. And the Clippers miss again.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. A different look for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. And Wall kicks to George. From deep. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles leading by 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Clock at 6. The 3 from George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Zubac. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Russell. Wall with some nice D. It's tipped. Here's Zubac. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
Here's Edwards. And Covington sends it back. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's George finishing it off.
A good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. The kick out to Towns. Back to Prince. Towns trying to get open. Prince misses. Clippers leading by 10. To the middle. Covington shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Dives for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And stolen by Prince. Left side, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 12. Towns a screen on Wall. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
All with the bounce pass. The three from George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards finds Prince. Towns trying to get open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And it's George missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Latrey. George missing again.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Russell from outside the arc. Kept alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Now here is George. Back to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. This one for 3. George, no good.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Russell, no luck. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. And it's the Suns to start out. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. To the middle. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just enjoy the watch.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, personal big man with great court awareness.
Paul passes to Bridges. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Minnesota now. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That free throw no good.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Paul into the lane. Pass to Ayton. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Now here's Russell. Edwards, a pass to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bridges outside. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. And stolen by Paul. Here's Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, he knew what was on his mind.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Paul against Russell. Outside Paul. Shot from the top of the key. And he gets the bucket.
You just gotta appreciate Paul's shot selection. Knows exactly when he should fire.
Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And Gobert with the stuff.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
There's a minute 12 left in the first. And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Booker, the pass to Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Inside. Towns can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mikal Bridges. No good on the free throw.
At the line for Minnesota, Torian Prince.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run.
No fear for this young man. Booker will take any shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker.
Both free throws good from Booker.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Prince. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. And Aiden pulls it down.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Booker, pass to Bridges. Aiden inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Gotta be careful how you guard Aiden. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
Aiden hits them both. 5 ticks left in the first. And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. The ball's knocked loose. Bridges outside. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got 6 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
The shot by Russell, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Paul for 3. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Crowder outside. This one for 3. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. That 3's off the mark for Minnesota. They've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Towns with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. That one's wide left.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And there's Russell on the assist from Gobert.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches.
Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. Booker for 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 7.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Booker. He's got 7. And Booker with the jam.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
And here's Edwards outside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. The D's right on him. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Paul. To the inside, Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Three-pointer Bridges. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside for Russell. The 3-ball. Here's Edwards. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Towns a screen on Booker. Throws it up high.
Timberwolves foul. Carl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul.
Paul from deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 22. The Suns, 35.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Booker fires from way outside. And he recovers it. Out to Bridges. Over Towns. Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Pure from three-point range. Bridges has got 10.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, in the pick and roll, you have to account for Russell. He's looking to score.
Russell against Paul. Crowder a screen on Russell. Paul's got space. Money on the 19-footer. He has 7.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Basket counts.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Now Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game. On the wing, Crowder from behind the arc. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Here's Towns. Shot blocked. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. The three is up. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Right side, Paul. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 9.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
And here's Edwards outside. He buries it from 3. Edwards has got 7.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Outside Paul. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Minnesota with a rebound.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Pass to Prince. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul with it. Russell covering. Shot to end the cold streak. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Outside for Russell. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Now just a 3-point Suns lead.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. Just great delivery on that play.
Paul for 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Over to the wing. Ayton's got space. Drops one in from the wing. And the Suns lead by 11. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Phoenix has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Pass to Prince. Nifty move. And it's good on the lay-in.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Outside Paul. Crowder outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Towns for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Edwards. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Bridges. Offensive board. Here's Crowder. Can't hit from in close. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Booker. Edwards can't hit. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Gobert against Paul. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Pass to Russell. Count it.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Launches it. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Yep, that one goes.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Paul against Russell. Right side, Paul. Bridges outside. From the arc. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. Pass to Crowder. The 3. Hits the three-pointer.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Towns for 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that one's good.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards can't hit.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for DeAndre Ayton.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 10-point game. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Gobert. Pass to Prince. The 3. That shot, no good. Now Crowder. Spins. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road.
here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. So the Clippers win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchup.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Aiden walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And it's George missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. About a minute played so far here in the first. Booker. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's the Clippers. Outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now, here's Paul. On the wing, Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Paul, following the score by Reggie Jackson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Paul's shot is off. Bridges against George. To the paint. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Paul left side. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now, here's George. Elbow shot is on the way. Connects, the jumper drops.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Booker outside. Now the pass to Craig. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
Booker finds 8. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Leonard on the wing. George looking over the floor. Shoots from 8. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Kicks it out to Paul. From the arc. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Jackson against Paul. Outside, George. Morris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Craig kicks to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable. I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Jackson up top, defended by Paul. Leonard looking over the floor. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
The Suns trailing. Booker finds Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Jackson. Right side George. Nobody near Leonard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now, here's George. Yep, it counts. George has got 5 now.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Paul passes to Bridges. Paul dishes to Bridges. Clock at 4. Shoots over Leonard. Bridges misses. The Clippers in the lead. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Paul after the basket by Los Angeles. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Craig with a screen on Jackson. To the paint. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Craig.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's Jackson with the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Craig. 1:35 left here in the second. A shot by Paul, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And Jackson throws it down hard. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here's Craig. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Booker.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
To the middle. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball outside. Over Jackson. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's George. He has 7. He dishes it to Leonard. The 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. And back to the great interview, David. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Mikal Bridges out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Sun shooting at 48% from the floor, looking good. Back to Bridges. Knocks it loose. A wide open look here for Craig. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And Craig, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Clippers leading by 3. Right side Jackson, inside, looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Paul with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. Crosses over. Crafty move, and it's laid in by Paul. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jackson with it. He's got 10. Outside, George. From outside, off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Paul kicks to Booker. Pass to Craig. Back to Booker. For the lead. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Bridges passes to Ayton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Ball against George. Bridges with the board.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And this is something Ayton has to keep developing. In this era, big men have to possess an outside jumper.
Now here's Jackson. Now here's Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Jackson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Zubats has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Ball against Jackson. Paul kicks to Bridges. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Booker, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Ball finds Bridges. Now here's Ayton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside, George. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Zubats. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now, Craig shoots the 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Looking to end his cold spell. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And you're seeing it with Jackson tonight. When he gets in a real rhythm, man, he can light up the scoreboard.
Paul looking around. The turnaround. And he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. And it's Ayton missing. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Morris and does. With the tip.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Paul against Jackson. Paul left side. And the rejection by Jackson.
Chris Paul, third personal foul.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And here is Craig from downtown. Morris with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George, here we go. He shoots again. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris with the screen for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And it's Ayton missing.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Booker with it. George picks him up. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Ball finds Ayton. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
It's George on the wing. Defended by Booker. Here's Leonard. Good work there as it goes.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul passes to Craig. Puts up a three. Takes it from 10. Paul dishes to Ayton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Now, here is George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Bridges. This is to Ayton. That puts them in the lead. And that's 18 points for DeAndre Ayton. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo base.
Now, Craig. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Paul with the bucket. And now a three-point Phoenix lead.
I love seeing Chris Paul come alive on these possessions. He's an exceptional shooter who does not back away in big moments.
Now here's Leonard. No good on the three.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Clippers, Robert Covington comes in for Morris, and John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Leonard against Bridges. The Paul. Wall with the steal. With the drive. Lob pass to George. And stolen by Booker. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Booker looking around. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. Stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Yes!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Paul.
There's nobody you want taking a clutch shot more than Chris Paul. He loves the big moment.
Outside, George. There's the drive. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltending. We just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. He kicks it to Ayton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
A solid free throw shooter. Let's see if Ayton can capitalize at the line. This game is close.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. The three won't fall. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
tip-off goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Leonard. Driving to the basket. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac passes to Leonard. Gets the 3 to fall.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Pass to Towns. Over Morris. Towns, that's good.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Jackson. Zubac finds George. First quarter of play, a minute in. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
George with it, guarded by Edwards. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
So it's Minnesota now. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Russell from outside. Leonard pulls down the board.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Jackson. George outside. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Gobert finds Edwards. Back to Gobert. Here's Prince. Gobert inside. He's guarded by Zubac. Towns passes to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. For 3, George. The shot that time not on target for Minnesota. They've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Edwards. Rejected by George.
George clearly one of the best two-way players in the game. He never takes a play off defensively.
A minute 53 left in the opening quarter. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
When Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson, the pass to George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Here's Prince. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the shot goes down.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
Now here's Jackson. 3-point lead. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Edwards can't hit.
That was just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially with no room to operate.
Pass to Towns. All sorts of time. Leonard pulls down the board.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And George launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 8.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you've got to respect both his shooting and his...
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. The Timberwolves trail.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Leonard outside. Back to Jackson. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 3. Fires high post, and that's good for 2. 5 points in the game. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Down low. Morris can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
The Clippers in the lead. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Leonard outside. For 3, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Prince. High post Towns. He's working on Morris. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
It's George on the wing. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Yep, count it. Edwards has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
And there's the lob. Zubac's shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. George outside to win the run. And he lays it up and in. George has got 10.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
George outside. Going inside. And the jam by George.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force.
Thanks, Allie. After the... And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Shoots. And he can't get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Morris with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Jackson gets the bucket.
With quickness and speed, Jackson remains a valuable fast break option for this team.
Outside Russell. Here's Prince. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
You know, you don't like to foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
He does not get the second one.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Fires from 14. Leonard, good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
Here's Prince. And they get it back. Gobert passes to Russell. Connects from downtown.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. Plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
George against Edwards. From outside the arc. George, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
George for 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 15.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Jackson against Russell to the middle. Stolen by Russell. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Morris.
probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Prince. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. And here's George. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
George with the bucket.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Prince can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Morris. And the layup is good off the glass. And now it's just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Drives to the hoop. Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gobert's got 8.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Here's George. Counted. George has got 20 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff. And that's a double-double for him now.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Jackson outside. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Left side, Russell lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. Minnesota with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Russell finds Gobert. Now here's Edwards. Let's go with a 3. The offensive rebound.
You know, guys, whenever Russell attacks second chance opportunities like that, it's a big bonus.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's George. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Russell against George. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
To the wing on the left. Russell from outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. To win the drought. And Gobert with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. 1:52 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Russell. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Outside Russell. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Leonard outside. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Prince down low. Leonard defending. Prince can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
And he ends up making the second. And that brings him with an 8.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Outside Edwards. 40 seconds left in the final quarter. Fires the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making them.
And nails the tray.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Pass to Towns. Launches a 3. Outside for Russell. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their...
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Ayton missing. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix is gone 0-2 from deep here. Paul for 3. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Ayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Right side, Edwards. Drives to the hoop. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Paul kicks to Crowder. And it's off from three-point range. There's the triple. Prince misses. And here are the Suns. It's stolen by Gobert. Russell passes to Gobert. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Paul looking around. Bridges outside. A three-pointer, no good. Now here's Prince. That's tipped. Down low. Here's Russell. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here's Paul. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Ball against Russell.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball outside. Shoots. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Paul against Russell. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Yep, that one goes. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Timberwolves.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here's Gobert after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Edwards kicks to Prince. Here's Gobert. Misses the layup. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. The pass to Crowder. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now, here is Russell. No good from outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. To end the drought, and it's Paul penetrating. Outside Edwards. No good on the triple. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Timberwolves on top. They
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Gobert finds Edwards. It's good. Edwards got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Paul passes to Ayton. And he gets the bucket. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Paul against Russell. Paul dishes to Crowder. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's not going to go for him. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Prince against Paul. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Prince the pass to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Ayton. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Russell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And that one drops. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. And even then, keeping the defense.
Here's Russell after the Suns pick up 2. Back to Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Off target from 3-point range. Russell kicks to Gobert. Russell dishes to Gobert. Outside Russell. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
17 foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Towns the pass to Gobert.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Suns trail by 11. Booker the bounce pass. Ball passes to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Now Bridges after Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. Booker, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns kicks to Gobert. Bridges with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here is Russell. 6 points for him. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Shoots over Crowder. They grab their own miss. Pass to Russell. Towns wide open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Crowder.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
16, the Timberwolves, 23.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in its small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Now here's Prince. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's the three-point bomb.
Well, when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Booker against Edwards. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Towns, a screen on Ayton. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul. There's the lob to Bridges. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Jay Crowder moving into the open man.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Now here is Edwards after Taurean Prince's miss. Gobert, good, and the assist goes to Towns. Gobert's got 8.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul. Outside Crowder. Shoots over Towns. And it's Russell with the rebound. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And he lobs it toward the rim. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Prince. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. And taken away by Paul. And Phoenix pushing it up now. The kick out to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker with no one around. Offline with his 3. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Now, here is Russell. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, he looked too comfortable as Russell got into a nice rhythm from the mid-range.
Paul against Russell. Now, here's Paul. Tight defense on him. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 6.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Edwards kicks to Prince. Inside. Out to Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Suns trail by 8. Paul outside. The kick out to Crowder. It's stolen by Gobert. There's the dish to Russell. Feeds it to Prince. And stolen by Booker. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Prince, the pass to Edwards. He kicks it to Russell. Back to Edwards. He takes it in. Here's Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crowder finds Ayton. Over Russell. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Ayton's got 16 points.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Got it off in time, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are.
The previous play is under review.
Make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Gobert against Paul. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's the feed to Gobert. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. And Ayton throws it down.
The attention Mikel had on that play helped him out to get that steal.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Good on the shot. And it's 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Crowder from outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Left side, Edwards. Back to Russell. Prince outside. Outside, Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Bridges. That one's not going to go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The kick out to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. Dishes it to Ayton. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Prince the pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Now the pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. And stolen by Prince. The tray. It's hauled in by the Suns. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Russell kicks to Edwards. Takes it inside. Gobert throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Paul. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. Takes it off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Paul against Russell. Bridges outside. Oh, good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 9. On deep. Prince misses. Phoenix has gotten some tough luck from 3-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Russell finds Gobert. Back to Russell. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Here's Paul. Passes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Russell dishes to Prince. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot from the wing. Misses the shot. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this.
pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. George, a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And that was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
Jackson against Paul. Shoots over Jackson. Right side Craig. Back to Paul. Lets it fly. Gets an open look and hits it.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Jackson against Paul. Leonard left side. And Chris Paul clears it away.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And stolen by Leonard. The shot. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Now here's George. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. Suns keep it alive. Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
Jackson outside. Here's Leonard. And he lobs it up. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Paul. Here's Ayton. It's rebounded by Zubac. George against Booker. It's George on the drive.
Well, Paul George won't be shy. You give him a driving lane, he will expose you defensively.
Paul against Jackson. Out to Craig. Lets the three fly. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George outside. Driving in. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a three. They grab their own miss. Zubac finds Leonard. George outside. Second chance effort. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Paul for three. And that one hits the back iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Stolen by Booker. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
George outside. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Three-pointer. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
Out to Craig. It's tipped. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson against Call. And Ayton with the stuff.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now Jackson looking for his first basket, still in this one. No good there, off the double clutch.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pop. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Booker puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by George. And he drives in. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Outside Booker. From deep. Oh, that's offensive interference. And for the Clippers, they're shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. George outside. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Takes a three. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Paul against Jackson. Paul passes to Bridges. Fires from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson finds George. In transition, here come the Suns. And again, it's the Suns missing. Morris outside. Back to George. Morris outside. Here's Zubac. Back to George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got 18 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Leonard passes to Morris from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Up top, Paul, defended by Jackson. Paul passes to Ayton. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. The free throws off from Ayton.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly. And DeAndre.
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Greg. Come on. Get out the way.
You know, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Three-pointer, Bridges. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Outside Paul. Out to Craig. 4-3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
George passes to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Left side Booker to the right side. Here's Ayton. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Suns. 15-point game. And George launches it from deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Well, Phoenix is shooting just 37% so far in this one. Booker against George. Nice move. And it's finished by Booker inside.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Jackson down low. And stolen by Bridges. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Your Clippers. 32. The Suns. 19.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Paul. Nice shot by Morris.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Paul against Jackson. Out to Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Leonard outside. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Leonard on the wing. Fires it. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Leonard's got 8.
But Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Nice shot by George. George has got 22.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Ayton with the stuff.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Leonard outside. Over Bridges. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris for three. And Chris Paul clears it away. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Bridges passes to Ayton. Turnaround Jay. Bridges misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's George. Here's Morris. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Paul finds Craig. The kick out to Paul. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Bridges. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Clippers. They led by as many as 18. Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Kicks it to George. Releases. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Paul. Bridges right side. Booker fires from way outside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles shooting only 30% in the third quarter. George outside. Takes a 13-footer. Yes, on the jumper. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Jackson. Morris for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morris has got 7 points. And so it's Los Angeles ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's George. Pass to Zubats. Stolen by Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. And the 3-pointer goes.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Jackson left side. Paul with a steal. And here's the fast break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's George. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Paul. Ayton, the open look. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got 8 rebounds in the game. George outside. Pass to Zubats. from deep three-point range. George's shot is off. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Down low. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Jackson. Wall against Paul. Wall on the take. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Wall's got his first points of the game.
You have to be aware of where John Wall is, because at this point he's built his game to be a 3-level scorer. The mid-range is pure.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The three from Craig. Drains the triple.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And here's George. Back to Wall. Pass to George. Clock at 4. Leonard passes to George. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Hayton's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Booker. And Wall pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Bridges against Leonard. Pass to Covington. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Paul passes to Craig. Back to Paul. There's the drive. Shoots over Wall. Paul's shot is off.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
But when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. Any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And George launches it from deep. The rebound by Bridges. And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 19. Pass to Paul. Back to Bridges. That's tipped. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Leonard with the ball. Back to Wall. Here's George. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for